Australia is a wild, vast, beautiful land, a country whose colour palette of red outback sands and technicolor reefs frame cosmopolitan cities. The land of Down Under boasts some of the most incredible scenery to be found on planet Earth. This is the land of the mystical and magical, of Ayers Rock and tropical rainforests. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef system, composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands, stretching for over 2,300 kilometres. Australia's population is concentrated on two widely separated coastal regions, the southeast coast and the southwest coast. Though much of Australian society springs from the early Anglo-Irish foundations of its first white settlement, the influx of immigrants, first from continental Europe after the Second World War, and more recently from Asia and the Far East, have resulted in a rich cultural and ethnic mix. Australia has enjoyed a high level of prosperity for 2 decades, based largely on its array of natural resources and its stable government. The economy was mainly based on agriculture and mining until after the Second World War, when manufacturing began to increase. Australia has a prosperous open economy with low barriers to trade and investment, a flexible labour market, and a business-friendly tax system. Given Australia's physical remoteness, business there can often involve substantial investments in time and money, so establishing a good working relationship will also be key when doing business with Australians. This entails an understanding of how they see the world, interact, and like to do business. It's all about seeing the world through their cultural lens and adapting your style to complement theirs. In Australia, social interaction is based on personal rapport and respect. To the unsuspecting visitor, Australians can seem surprisingly direct. If you're faced with this type of task-focused, direct behaviour, remain calm and rational. Australians do enjoy establishing good personal working relations with others. In business, they're usually analytical and objective in their assessments. While not class-driven, Australians do admire material success. Though they appear to be casual, there are generally high levels of sophistication in the country, and among business associates, you're likely to find a keen appreciation of dress and other accoutrements of success. They appreciate openness and good humour in others, and also respect honesty and dignity. Because Australians have a no-nonsense attitude and appreciate directness, be mindful of matching this style of communication. They do not appreciate attempts to deliberately impress. Their down-to-earth attitude will quickly root out anybody considered to be phony. But being self-assured and in command of the subject in hand will create respect. Confident presentation skills are a big asset, as is a direct, straightforward negotiating style and an ability to make decisions. Being a good listener is also a valued quality. Australians are naturally cynical, particularly around anybody who seems too good to be true. There's also often an empathy with the underdog. Having said this, they will form a natural trust of someone they consider to be their equal, unless this person proves otherwise. Taking the trouble to become acquainted with local conditions and issues will help win approval and acceptance. An enthusiasm for all things Australian will go down well. So, this brings our snapshot of Australia to a conclusion. Given the massive opportunities of working in such a dynamic and thriving economy, it's important to do your homework and really get to know how Australians operate. If you do this, there's a real chance you'll be able to forge a productive relationship with your Australian counterpart.